There's one type of post that seems to do so well, yet it seems like no one is talking about it. But if done right, it could stand to blow up your business. I'm booking an extra 15 to 30 calls just from doing this post today. Now, successful businesses are doing it, and the craziest part is you might kick yourself sooner for not doing it right now. Now, this method has helped me generate over 2 million for my clients, and in this video I'm going to show you what this secret is. I'm going to show you how the top businesses use it, and I'm going to give you a step-by-step plan how to do it yourself. But before we dive in, let me explain why this works so well and why other types of content aren't working for you right now. The key to booking calls consistently is having something that your ideal clients actually want. Sounds obvious, but here's the thing. Most agencies, coaches, consultants are pushing their services way too soon. They're basically asking for a marriage on their first date. But what if instead you can offer something so valuable that clients come to you? That's where lead magnets come in. Lead magnets are like a cheat code for growing your business. They build trust, they showcase your expertise, and most importantly, get potential clients to raise their hands up. So how do you actually go about doing one? Lead magnets are such a killer post type because of two reasons. They are absolutely incredible at driving inbound leads, and two, they play to the LinkedIn social algorithm. Now, I'm about to go into that, but I first want to contrast it against cold email. Now, everyone knows what cold email is, but cold emails versus lead magnet, no question, I'd always choose a lead magnet every single day. In fact, the best cold emailers are using lead magnets in their cold email because the tactics are getting less and less efficient. Now, I'm going to explain to you a bit about the differences. Now, when you think about cold email versus lead magnets, it's important to understand why a lead magnet performs better and why is it better at driving inbound qualified leads. Now, cold emailing is a one-to-one tool. You send a cold email from yourself, your business, into a prospective business. A lead magnet is one-to-many. You create one lead magnet and loads of people come after it. On the other hand, when you're cold emailing, you come from low authority. You're effectively going out to the market saying, hey, who wants to buy my stuff? And on a lead magnet side, you're saying, hey, look how amazing my stuff is. Do you want to hear about it? Again, the frame is completely different. And then thirdly, the lead magnet is so powerful because instead of spraying and praying like you do in cold email, where you spray the market, spray the TAM, and put out a message to find out the 3% that's in market, when you're doing a lead magnet, you're effectively chucking something out as bait, collecting a bunch of leads, and then qualifying them on the back end. What type of business would you rather run? One that goes out and sprays the market, or one that goes and collects leads from the market? Now, something really interesting happens when you give away a lead magnet, when you give away something of real value. You actually collect more qualified leads and you get higher value deals. Now, this is the reason why. When you're doing a lead magnet and you put out a resource into public, a few things happen psychologically. One, when someone receives an amazing resource from you, they are in some senses indebted towards you. It's called the reciprocity principle. And what it essentially means is that they owe you something because you did them a favor. It's not as clear cut as a contract, but it's very subtle and it is in the prospect's mind. The second reason is that a good lead magnet will get distributed internally. It's not just about the first person it goes to. A good lead magnet typically gets sent around an organization as an access point and access tool. I had a lead magnet that went viral a very long time ago. It was a webinar playbook, and I am almost certain, because I have the history and analytics, and I've had people tell me that a bunch of B2B SaaS leaders in London were all looking at this one lead magnet that had been created by me and distributed on LinkedIn. Now, I had so much goodwill from that lead magnet, I still have leads talking about that lead magnet 2 years after I created it. You build a brand and you build a one-to-one relationship with the people that you distribute the lead magnet to over the DMs. Now, that's really powerful. As a result of having this one-to-one connection and this trust in market, you end up attracting the bigger deals, the deals that take maybe 2-3 months to come along. Those guys, when they want to buy, will come inbound to you, as opposed to you getting lucky and hitting them out on cold email at the right timing. So lead magnets genuinely do produce higher value deals for your business. Now, this principle was responsible for us helping a lead generation agency book in a staggering 30 calls in 2 weeks. As a result, over the next month, they were able to close out around 22K of MRR or 10K MRR in the first 2 weeks. And here's their calendar screenshots of them booking in 27 of those 30 calls. They even had an inbound come in that wanted to meet on the same day, met within 30 minutes, and had a 5K close as a result. Now, you see why lead magnets are so powerful. But how do you go about creating one? Now, I'm going to walk you through, on a 60-foot level, the anatomy of an amazing lead magnet. I'm going to give you the 3 things that make a lead magnet stand out, that make it convert leads, and that make it attract inbound qualified deals to your business. Now, the very first point a lead magnet must have is that it must be actionable. Now, an actionable lead magnet is something that a user can take and instantly implement into their business. the faster the implementation, the higher and more actionable it is. So for example, an ad template is an amazingly easy and actionable lead magnet to give. Now, if you give away 100 ad templates, you're onto a winner. Other ideas include calculators, spreadsheets, step-by-step guides, cheat sheets. Anything that feels easy to consume is incredibly valuable and actionable as a lead magnet. The second quality of an amazing lead magnet is how much someone would pay for it. If you are able to create a lead magnet that the market and that your customer would genuinely spend $100 on, for whatever reason, that would make an amazing lead magnet. And the reason why is because when you give it for free or in exchange for their contact details, you create a perceived value differential. What that means is their contact details are so insignificant in value in comparison to what they're getting away for free. So for example, giving 1,000 ad templates inside Canva is so incredibly valuable, I probably would pay $97 for it this instant. Or giving away 100 post templates for LinkedIn, incredibly valuable, someone would pay for it. And thirdly, if your lead magnet does not solve a real pain point, how will your customer know that you can solve their pain points and give them the outcomes they desire? The short answer is they don't, and so therefore no one converts down the line. So if you get any one of these steps wrong, you end up breaking the conversion mechanism of this amazing type of post. So the number one way to choose the right lead magnet that makes your ideal clients salivate to access it is by simply thinking deeply about the customer pain points. Think deeply about what they are struggling with and give them the solution that they want. And then 10x the value. Make it 10x better than anyone else in the market and what they're giving away. And that then solves the next points. So with these three qualities, you can now go out and create an amazing lead magnet, or you can follow this very simple step to make it happen. Firstly, think about your customer pain points. Find the biggest one, ask your customers what they are, and create an amazing resource that solves it for them. So for example, if your customers struggle to create more ads, give them an amazing ad creation, swipe file, template, and guide. Then make it as valuable as possible, worth paying for by making it 10x better than anything else in the market. Absolutely jam stack it with everything. And then finally, make sure you've chosen a way to consume that lead magnet, which makes it as actionable as possible. So use that template, give it as a swipe file, give it as a Canva ad template guide. Whatever it takes to make it as simple as possible to use, adapt the formatting as necessary. And with that, you'll have one of the most perfect lead magnets on the market. Great, you've got a killer lead magnet, but if no one sees it, it's not going to do you any good. I'm now going to show you how to make your lead magnet go predictably viral on LinkedIn without much effort. And I'm going to give you the exact post structure to do it and how it all works. So firstly, to know why this even works in the first place, LinkedIn is the gold mine for B2B lead magnets. And this is why. LinkedIn, it's so early. LinkedIn is so early in the sense that no one is really making best use of the platform. And what I mean by this is if you go to Twitter, you're going to see lead magnets everywhere. They're called auto DMs. But on LinkedIn, it's the complete difference. LinkedIn is almost barren for this type of content. And so when you do it well, it goes more viral than it would on any other platform. And I'm going to show you exactly how. So if we look at this post over here, it's a post that I did only a couple days ago. And it says, last week, I collected the top 50 LinkedIn lead magnet posts. Use this to get inspiration for your next lead magnet, identify patterns in high performers, identify winning hooks. Now, every lead magnet has data on hooks, likes, comments, etc. You know the game. Send me a connect and drop a comment. I'll then DM it over. Now, I purposely wrote this post so simply because I wanted to use it as a case study to show you that it's actually very simple to go viral. So the three main parts of a lead magnet post are the hook. The hook needs to demonstrate the perceived value of the lead magnet. So in this one, it said, last week, I collected the top 50 LinkedIn lead magnet posts. It's actually not even sensationalizing it that much. I just know that lead magnets are an amazing resonant topic. I used last week as a recency multiplier to make the topic feel more new and feel more current. I then said the number 50 to give the value of the lead magnet a greater increase. By saying 50, 100, 200, it hits so much harder than not saying a number at all. I then used a tease. A tease is used as an agitation formula. So before I talk about what's in the lead magnet, I say use this to get inspiration, identify patterns, identify winning hooks. Use this to be able to solve the pain point of not having a winning lead magnet. I then say every lead magnet has data on the hooks, the likes, the comments. I purposely put that as multiple lines because I wanted to stack the value. I wanted to make it seem like it was bigger than it is. And then finally, the key part of a lead magnet post, I said, send me a connect, drop a comment, and I'll DM it over. So on a high level, I had the hook, the tease, the value stack, and the call to action. And the call to action is what makes this work so well. And the final constituent of the lead magnet post is the media piece, or the asset. Now, you might have been on LinkedIn and you've seen lots of various ways to present a lead magnet, but in my opinion, what you need to get right is showing off the lead magnet as the media piece. So whatever you're doing as your lead magnet, have a screenshot or a scrolling GIF or a video of the asset you're giving away and blur out a few of the elements of it, exactly like I've done here. Now, by doing this, you're able to show to people that this is a real post, this is a real lead magnet, and also you're able to create a bit of curiosity and intrigue by blurring some elements out so that they can't see it on the post and they need to access it by following the CTA. Now, you've written your lead magnet post, how do you make it go viral? Now, we're going to leverage that CTA action. It said comment and connect and I'll DM it over to you, or comment, like, and connect and I'll DM it to you. Now, the reason why this encourages virality is LinkedIn's algorithm works off a main point. It basically says the more people that comment on your post, the more we're going to distribute it. So the way to play this game is to get as many people to comment for your post. It then shows that post to more people like that person, therefore encouraging you to get more comments, and the algo pushes your lead magnet to more people. And it creates this self-fulfilling loop over here. So the key step is we need to get people to comment to access. The more people that comment to access, the more we trigger the viral factor in the algorithm and the more people that see our lead magnet. And that's why as the call to action in the post, we have connect and comment, the key one being comment, and I will DM it over to you. So you're going viral. People are commenting on your post, but you're not getting calls booked in your calendar. What's the next step? Now, it's all about how you go from, hey, here's a lead magnet, here's a resource you want, to, hey, how can I help you in your business? And this is how you're going to do it. You're going to accept all the connection requests that are coming inbound to you. Now, when you accept them, you have the ability now to message them as a first-degree connection on LinkedIn. So step one is accept those connection requests. Now, step two is you now need to distribute this lead magnet to everyone on your list. You need to create a script. Now, with that script and your list of comments, you're able to go out and DM manually every single person that commented. Now, there are ways to automate this flow. We have an amazing automation flow that works. If you were to work with us, we would give it to you. But otherwise, you can use a VA and you can manually message out all the commenters. Now, once you've done that, you effectively started a conversation and you've started a relationship. A lot of these people will have that lead magnet, they will use that lead magnet, and they may come inbound to you in 2 to 4 weeks when that pain point becomes more visible for them. Some of the people will look at your lead magnet, and if you've been quite clever, and I haven't mentioned this already, you would have added a call to action inside the lead magnet. So inside the resource itself, you would have said, hey, we help people do this. Would you like to book in a call? You're going to get some booked calls off that almost immediately. And the third way you're going to do it is with that open-ended question, you're going to start conversations. That script allows you to start a lot of conversations very quickly with hundreds of people. Now, what you need to do when these conversations start is be really quick. If you get a reply, go to the profile of the person commenting and profile of the person replying to you. LinkedIn's amazing. It's got so much firmographic data. You can tell within 10 seconds if this person is qualified for your offer, if they're the right business size, if they look about the right revenue size, if they're the right job title. Now, if all those things are right, you can go and forth and have a back and forth conversation with them. If they're not, you can just ignore it and move on. Now, when we ran this flow for a lead generation agency who we booked 30 calls for in the first 2 weeks, about 15 of those calls came naturally inbound through the CTAs and the lead magnet through his conversion optimized profile. And the other 10, 15 all came from our appointment setting. What that means is we had someone in the DMs having back and forth with qualified prospects to nurture them and to bring them into a point where they were ready to book in a call and speak to our client. Now, we've done this time and time again. We've helped businesses book in 20 to 30 to 40 calls off a single lead magnet all through this exact process. Now, if you've watched this far, I want you to know that this works in literally every single niche. I can promise you that if I was on a call with you for 30 minutes, I could come up with 4 to 8 lead magnet ideas that would go viral very quickly. And I'm going to show you how that works now. So to adapt this strategy for your various types of businesses, whether you're an SEO agency, whether you're a B2B agency coach, whether you're a CMO or a fractional CMO marketing consultant, you can adapt this strategy very, very simply. And I'm going to explain to you how. The easiest way to do this flow and create lead magnets very quickly that work without having to create many more resources is to break out your service into steps. So imagine you are a paid ads agency and you do everything from defining the offer down to creating the ads to running the creative on the landing page. To do all those things, you might go through a series of 5 to 20 steps. It could be, define the offer, define the targeting, design the ad creative, optimize the landing page. When you go through all those steps, every time you have a step, it's because you're solving a pain point. If you have a step which is, hey, define the offer, it's because you're solving the pain, which is, if your offer's not good, it won't work on paid ads. Is my offer good enough, in other words? Now, when you have that step and you have that pain, you then therefore have a lead magnet, which is a resource that solves that pain. So for example, a resource that solves the pain of defining an offer is how to create an offer guide, or a step-by-step guide to creating an offer, or a template for offers. Whatever that idea is, I've almost already created 3 lead magnets. Now, the best thing is if you've set your business up correctly, you already have a bunch of SOPs and processes to do these things. So all you need to do is go take that SOP you've made, repackage it up so you can distribute it publicly and give it away as a lead magnet. It's really that simple. Now, with this system, your agency, coaching business, consultancy can be completely changed within 90 days. Now, what I mean by that is if you were to distribute 1 lead magnet per week for the next 12 weeks or 90 days, you have 12 chances at going viral, and you've created 12 amazing resources. Let's say only half of those go viral, only half of those work according to this video. You're still gonna go viral out of 6 occasions. You might have maybe 300 people commenting for those 6 times. You might have 1,800 comments to look through. And let's say only 5% of those comments are qualified. 5% of 1,800 is still 90 people. That's 90 potential qualified people that are now aware you exist and you're in the DMs with. That's 90 people in your DMs. It's incredibly easy to book 5 to 10 calls from those 90 people. You could have 5 to 10 calls booked. You could sign 1 to 2 clients the next 90 days and be completely ridiculously ROI positive off the 10 minutes you spent watching this video. So there you go. You now have the blueprint for lead magnet success. You know exactly what it takes to create a lead magnet that solves a very specific pain point for your customer, that goes predictably viral on LinkedIn, and that generates an inbound of qualified leads into your DMs. It's not about working harder. It's about leveraging content in a clever way. So if you're ready to implement this into your agency, your coaching business, your consultancy business, I'm gonna give you away something for free. I'm gonna give you a lead magnet. It's gonna be a swipe file of 50 amazing lead magnet posts that you can use for inspiration. They're categorized by the niche they're in, the number of comments they got, the number of likes they got. I even link you to the exact lead magnet so that you can go and have a look at it. I've even written the hook of the lead magnet to make your life as easy as possible. And finally, if this was valuable for you, I would love for you to add a comment below. Add a comment. What was the biggest takeaway from this video? What was interesting for you, and what changed the way you think about LinkedIn?